Imagine if, in the time that it takes for you to take just a single breath, if you could find that centered part of yourself that feels grounded and notices the abundance that's already around you. Do you find yourself rushing through life, missing the meaningful parts of life? What if slowing down just a little could help you experience more connection and joy and clarity? If so, this is for you. When I used to be involved with wilderness therapy, I went to this conference, and the speaker was teaching us about how our bodies and our hearts and our minds are regulated, and how we could use this to work with the kids that we worked with. And I was a volunteer, and I go up in front of the group, and he connects all these diodes to me. He asked me to think of a name of a child who I really struggled with, somebody that got under my skin a little. But just getting me to think of the name, as I'm hooked up to all of these things, he brings attention up on the big TV in front of everybody. My stress levels had suddenly gone off the charts. And he was showing essentially that just thinking of this person brought me to this state. And he told us that what's happening is that we're bringing all of the memories of the things that have happened in this relationship into the present moment. And so they start to affect our heartbeat. They start to affect our brain and the way that we're thinking. They affect our mood. And this is why, if we think about some time in our past when we were really stressed out, then we feel stressed out now. He taught us that when we bring in these memories from the past into a new experience, when we bring those memories and what it does to our body into the present now, we stop seeing the present now. We stop noticing what's happening because we're really living in the past, in our emotional space, in our head space. We're bringing the painful moments, the painful memories from the past into the present moment. And so we stop seeing the now altogether. So he taught us a simple exercise: is take a moment, put your hand on your chest, and notice the feeling of your hand on the chest, and take a deep breath in and a long, slow breath out. And he explained that what happens with this simple breath when we slow our breath down, it slows our heart down. And when our heartbeat slows down, it's interesting. The brain, we generally think that the brain sends all the signals to the heart. But actually, what we found in neuroscience is that the heart has neurons that communicate back. And so there's like a little mini brain in the heart that communicates signals, orders up to the brain. So when the lungs slow the heart down, then the heart sends a message back up to the brain and says, we're okay, we're safe, we're healthy. And it slows the brain down. And so he has us take this deep breath. You breathe in, you breathe out. And then he said, the next part of this exercise is to think about a positive memory where you felt connected, where you noticed the love that you experienced with another person. And take another deep breath with that memory. Deep breath in and a slow breath out while we hold that memory in our mind, and then take 2 more breaths with that memory in mind. And it's that simple. 3 breaths with a positive memory. And in the same way that previously you brought in this negative energy, these negative memories into the current experience, when you bring in a memory of being loved, of being connected, your whole nervous system slows down. And when your nervous system slows down, you can be present for what is instead of being present for what was. So, my challenge for you today is simple. Take a deep breath. Notice the feeling of connection and joy that you can carry with you with just a simple breath. And notice that when you do this, you can be present to what is. You can be present and notice things that you wouldn't have noticed before when you carried the past into the present moment. And then, with that new sense of connection and joy and groundedness, watch the next video. YouTube picks a video that it thinks that you would enjoy and appreciate. And so check it out. See if they're right.